Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're gonna do this bag. We had lots of requests for the tutorial and I'm gonna do my best to show you how this bag is made. Now I'm gonna use completely different thread, so this stitch will be more visible, as you can see in the beginning of this video. We're going to use the black wooden handles and the black leather bottom part. The yarn is 100% nylon and we're going to use the hook 3 millimeters. I'm going to use these two colors, orange and black, but you can use any colors you wish to do so. We're going to start with the black first. We're going to find the middle. Okay, and then in these four corners we're going to do extra 2 stitches than in any other hole. We're going to make a chain and we're going to start from the middle and we're going to do the single crochet. In each hole we're going to do 2 single crochet, except in the corners where we're going to do 4. In this one, we're going to do the 4 single crochet and we're going to continue with the 2. You will repeat this for the rest of the circle, and when you finish this row, we're going to do 3 rows of the single crochet. So we finished the first row and we're going to start doing the 3 rows of the single crochet. Now when we have our 3 rows of the single crochet, we're going to change the color. We're making a little chain and we're starting where we finish our last row and we're doing the single crochet in the first stitch. So do the single crochet here. The next one is going to be in the second row. Single crochet. And the next one is going to go in the third row. and we're gonna just pull the yarn over, pull it through, and make the single crochet. I don't want my yarn to overlap, so I'm doing the yarn over the hook. So the overlapping is happening only inside the bag, not in the front. So the next stitch what I did here, it was the second row, and then we start again. First row, single crochet, second row of single crochet, and then we go in the third row and we do the single crochet. And then a second row, and then we're starting again a single crochet in the first stitch in the first row. We're gonna repeat this the whole circle, and I will meet you on the end. Now when you did the whole circle, if you do the same amount of stitches as I did, you should have enough to finish your row to be equal. So I'm just doing the final few, finishing this one in the second row, and we're gonna connect this. So we're gonna go in the first this little loop here, and we're gonna do the slip stitch and making a chain, and now we're gonna go through the same stitch where we finish and start doing 2 rows of the single crochet. We're just going in every single loop and doing the single crochet. Pretty much straightforward. Now when we have a 2 row of the single crochet finish, we're gonna connect the row. So we're gonna pull the yarn all the way through, and we're gonna go in the first stitch of this row, and we're gonna connect them together so there is no visible edges. So orange color is done. We're going to change it now to the other color. We're making a little chain and we're starting in the first row where we're pulling just the yarn through, and we're going in a third row. If you see, there's a single crochet with the orange color that we did. This is the most important part to do, so to have the pattern desired, and you're just repeating the same steps as you did with the other color. Make sure your third row is where you did the single crochet with the different color on your first row of that color. You're going to repeat that the whole circle, and then you're going to do the 2 rows of the single crochet, and you're going to change the color again, and you're going to repeat that until you don't have the size that you desire. I'm going to meet you on the end, and we're going to finish up the bag. So here now I have the size that I desire, and I did already 1 row with the black, and I'm doing the second row of the single crochet. And now on this one, on this part, we're going to connect the black wooden handles, so this part has to be a little bit thicker. So instead of doing the 2 single crochet rows, we're gonna do 3. We finish the 3 row of the single crochet. We're going to connect the last one. You can see how the wooden part now is fitting perfectly between, and it's not overlapping the stitches below. To finish the row, we're going to go in the first stitch, and we're going to do the slip stitch here, and then we're going to go in the 4th row underneath. We're just going to pull the yarn through and making the single crochet. We go in the 1st row, pulling the yarn through, and then in the 4th row, pulling the yarn through and making the single crochet. 1st row and the 4th row, single crochet. We're gonna repeat this until we don't do the whole circle, and I'm gonna meet you on the end. We're gonna do another stitch here, 1st row and the 4th row, single crochet. Then we're gonna have to do additional stitch so we can cover this edge. first row, fourth row, single crochet, and we're gonna connect the row, slip stitch. You can see that this stitch make our bag a little bit wavy, so to fix that and to be more firm, we're going to turn the bag and start to do a slip stitch from the inside of the bag. Here we're going to connect the last row, so I'm cutting off the yarn, pulling it all the way out, and I'm just gonna connect. Now when the bag is finished, we're gonna do the handles. We have to find kind of middle up and to make it equal from the both side. You can count the stitches, you can use the centimeter, whatever is easier for you. My bag is 27 centimeters wide, so I'm dividing that by 3. And this is going to fit inside of the wooden handle, so that will be 9 centimeters. For this part I'm using thread and a needle, and I'm gonna connect the handle to the bag. You can do it any way you want it, or you can follow the steps that I'm doing. So that was our first one. Now for the second one, we're gonna go immediately next to it, so the threads are next to each other, otherwise it's going to be a little space, which I don't prefer, and I don't like my yarn overlapping, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's nice and organized. We're just repeating that until the end, and When we finish this handle, we're gonna do the second one. We're gonna add the material from the inside with a little pocket and a little buttons as well, so the bag can be closed as well. I'll meet you on the end. The bag is completed. We have a little logo in the front. We have the material inside with a little pocket, little buttons as well, so the bag can be closed. And that was it. If you like the video and it helped you to make a similar bag like it's mine, please follow, subscribe and like. Thank you.